So I'm just going to start by ripping all these lilies out, or as many as I can get, because as I learned, they produce multiple bulbs and spread like crazy. So even I got as many as I could see out, but I definitely didn't get them all. And since they've begun to pop back up, even if you cut the tops off, they just keep growing. It's pretty crazy. But I did manage to get the majority of them out. So this is after I had dug all the lilies out, and you can see the ones that came back that I didn't get. So I had also tilled this up, or Robert tilled it up for me. And then I had a ton of seeds, and I just broadcasted them and then raked them through. And you can see those little green, that's the seeds coming up. There's like cosmos and I think some poppies. There's lavender. And here I'm planting some snapdragons, all sorts of things. I had some that I had planted in at the bottom. I just planted a paint can by size, shortest in the front and tallest in the back. They had done really well and started getting really big, so I decided I would put them over here as well and put these in there since they were doing so good to give a little color. And then I end up also planting some Calibrachoa in there. And then some more foxglove in the back and cosmos, some bigger cosmos. And I think a few zinnias as well. So I have these little tiered planters, and I'm gonna plant one full of flowers, and then I have one that I'm gonna plant full of strawberries. So we just got done with like 2 days of downpouring rain and flooding, and this was outside, so it's pretty soupy. And not make a mess. It's very unlikely. Alright, I'm gonna plant these strawberries first, and then I'll do some flowers. And I got a blueberry bush I'm gonna put in that pot. And I might have to get some more flowers. I don't think I got enough to do all these. I bought snapdragons and they were started out like this, and now they've turned into this. So they kind of, maybe I'll just plant them in my garden bed over there, and so they can keep growing. I got some more flowers for these other two planters, and maybe to put a few more on the top of that one. I also have a hanging basket I may take apart. We'll see. And I love these Calibrachoa because they just grow out nicely, and then they start to trail down, so then they'll hang over your planter, and it just looks really pretty. I'm just trying to decide where I want it so that when they stack, they won't all be together the same color. These are supposed to be a trailing also. And these are also supposed to be a trailing flower. I just thought they were pretty. I actually tried to grow some of these and from seed, and they didn't come up. They didn't germinate. So, but I saw these and I thought they were pretty, and that since they'll trail, they'll cover more ground. Well, the battery's dead in the side by side, so we gotta change it. Let's see. That post is like broke anyway. Alright, I need a wrench. I should have got a ratchet. That would have been the smarter thing to do. I'm also terrible at figuring out what size wrench I need. Daddy can always look at it and just know. So now I need 2 11s. This time I played it smart and got a ratchet wrench. Well, daggone. Apparently these aren't the same size. So now I gotta go find a different wrench. Because this one swallows this hole. Right. Alright. Let's see. It's too little. Alright. So it's a 10 millimeter. Needs a new end on this thing. It looks pretty rough. Got a load of mulch on the tractor he's going to take down there in front of the gate and dump it. And then we're going to put it in between the rows. Keep the weeds down. He just dumped a load of tomato stakes. And we had taken off the cattle panels that were over top of the mulch. We unloaded those before this. And we just thought we were going to dump this load, but the dump trailer did not want to dump that day, so we ended up unloading it by hand. It was a fun time. That's probably good. I think so. And we had a humdinger of a rainstorm this morning. And it washed the corn pretty bad.
Yeah, let's see if I can figure out how to work this thing.
Alright.
I hope it works. He told me charge the battery, but
If not, I'll have to.
and that ain't working.
So here we are figuring out that it's not going to dump, and so I ended up going to the garage and getting a hoe and a shovel because I couldn't find a rake at the moment. And Daddy's going ahead and starting raking it off by hand till I get back. Really? Said really? You can see where it's washed bad down here. Because it really did it some raining. So that's all the corn we had planted there.
That ain't gonna do it.
It sounded like it had power for a second, but
Yeah, that thing ain't gonna do it.
all these tomatoes we're planting with a little bit of fertilizer and then an egg in each hole in the egg so they get some calcium to help prevent blossom end rot. And we knew we had a bunch of tomatoes, but we didn't quite realize we had this many. When we got done, Daddy counted, and we ended up with 69 tomato plants, which is a little bit on the crazy side. And here I'm just taking strips of fabric and using them to tie up the tomatoes to the stakes.
You want to plant them over there?
Huh?
Plant them over there?
Wait, just a minute. Ain't nothing down here, right? We start right here.
He started way up here and I ended way down there.
Right here's the tomatoes and nematodes.
That's the first one, of course.
But they look almost a lot bigger than they are. I guess you.
Alright, so we're just going to come on out through here. Some more tomatoes. Where the tomatoes come from.
We got everything planted up, and this is a few days later. I came back to weed it. I'm wearing a jacket because it had got down to 42 that morning. And then, of course, my sun hat so I don't get burnt. So I look a little goofy. We got this stirrup hoe, just weeding in between all the plants and everything. Like I said, we're going to put chips down the rows and stuff to keep weeds down there. This thing worked real good and did the job. We had planted our tomatoes with eggs, and something has dug some of them up. We got eggshells over here, and pulled out tomato plants. And this is the wheat. It's coming up pretty good, getting taller. And then down here's where we planted corn. We've got some of these maters staked already. We just don't have them tied up. So I got some Velcro, and I thought it was double-sided, but it's not. So we're gonna have to use the two pieces and stick them together to make it work. And this way we can always come back and adjust it. We need to. These are blooming out really nice and pretty. And then there's some weeds. I missed with the hoe. That one died. And this one ain't doing as good. Then you got these maters. They're growing up. That one ain't doing nothing. I got some marigolds in here planted with maters. That one started to bloom. And that's what she's looking like right now. So I guess we'll head on up out of here.